This is Lesson 5, Part 10, Memorialization. Memorialization are the ways that we can preserve memories. Sometimes these things are tangible, things that we can touch, and sometimes memory preserving just simply means that we're listening. But memorialization is something that pet owners, generally pet owners want to do, but they're not 100% sure of the resources that are available. So this is another situation where you don't know what you don't know, and it is the job of the veterinary support staff to offer options in the way of memorialization so that we can guide our pet owners into a way of preserving memories that is suitable for their needs. We actually have a lot of memorialization resources available to us in the veterinary community. It's important that you find your local resources. You can find that through local pet cemeteries, crematories. Know the crematory that you are using, that your hospital is using. Most crematories can supply a lot of pet loss resources and memorialization options for our pet owners. Pet loss and compassion fatigue support. We can find loss companions, people who are there to simply guide somebody through grief and loss. Pet loss and support grief therapists, and then pet loss support groups. Make sure that you know the local resources available to you for your veterinary community. And then seek out memorialization options. So find out what your local animal cemetery offers. Find out what your crematory service offers in the way of memorialization. There's lots available. Urns, jewelry, gardens. We'll talk about some of these options in a few minutes. If you know what is available, you can then make offers to your pet owners, because if they don't know what to ask for, they might not be finding methods of memorialization or preserving memories that are suitable for their needs. So by offering all of the options, they can choose what is most suitable for them. When it comes to memorialization, we have endless options available to us. The cremation alone might be a memorialization option for pet owners. Having private ashes returned is a way that they can preserve memories because it gives them something tangible that they can take home with them. Group cremations, being able to visit scattering grounds if your crematory service scatters ashes, that might be a way that pet owners can memorialize their pet by going to visit the area where their ashes were spread. Pet cemeteries have on-site visitations. My family, we have a pet cemetery that's close to our house, and my family really enjoys the atmosphere. Walking through a cemetery for humans is fascinating, to read all of the headstones, but walking through a pet cemetery, you find the most profound things engraved on their headstones, and my family really just enjoys on a nice weather afternoon going to look through all of the old headstones. And I'm talking about some of the pets that we have had in our household, and we've even brought a picnic lunch and had it at the pet cemetery near us. It's very a quiet and tranquil place to kind of just reflect on memories. So local pet cemeteries will have those things. They also have online support. They often are working with pet loss companions or pet loss grief therapists, or they might offer support groups, which might be options that your pet owners want to exercise. The options for cremated remains, they can be put in urns. We can have ashes put in urns, ashes put in decorative things like statues or picture frames. We can have ashes put in jewelry like necklace pendants that contain ashes. We have tangible items like paw prints, hair, locks of hair that we can clip from our pets, pictures that we can maintain. We can even use the ashes to add into a growing medium, and then we can use the ashes along with this growing medium as a dirt or fertilizer in our garden. And then our garden can grow by using the nutrients remaining from our pets' cremated remains. And then memory tables, which we discussed previously, is another way that we can memorialize our pets. And then sometimes memorialization just means that we are honoring the story. And we honor the story of an animal by listening to the stories that the pet owners tell us about their pets as often as they need to tell it. So sometimes you hear the whole life story of Buffy, how this pet owner got Buffy, how Buffy has been with them for their whole life, all of the life events that Buffy has been through with this pet owner. But every time a pet owner tells us a story about their pet is another time that they need to relive those memories. And as veterinary professionals, by listening to those memories, we are also honoring the story of the pet. And in memorialization, the ultimate outcome is that we do and that we are able to support the honoring of our animals. So memorialization, we are preserving the memories by honoring the life that this animal shared with us.